If this is your very first time, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. And if you're coming back, thank you for being loyal. Today is going to go a little bit different than the norm. I have invited two special guests to come here today because it's Love Week, y'all. Well, it's kind of supposed to be Love Week every week, but this is the week that everybody recognizes, okay? So I wanted to do something special for singles, to let you know that you're not alone. I chose one of these individuals because she wrote an amazing book. I'm not going to tell you the name because she's going to introduce herself. But I read the book, so once she talks about it, you should go get it. And then the other individual has some amazing businesses that you should check out. And she walks in her singleness. She's not afraid to... I'm not going to tell her business. I'm going to let her introduce herself. So I hope that you enjoy. Singles are my heart and my passion. I've walked through my journey. I'm still in my journey because I'm not married. And it's so important for, us to have something. So I didn't want you to be left out this week. So I hope that you watch, enjoy, and let's go. So we're with our first guest, and I'm going to give her a moment to introduce herself.
Hey! First of all, I want to thank my beautiful Barbie for even having me. Yay, Barbie! Yay! Okay, I am Lakita Daughtridge. I'm from Wilson, North Carolina, and I have written a book entitled Wait on Him. That's how Barbie and I kind of got connected.
Yes.
Well, one of the ways.
Yeah.
I've known her one of the ways. I've known Barbie since she was in high school, and we've just grown up together over the years. But anyway, I did write a book called Wait on Him. It was about thank you. It was about my experience on the dating scene and why it's important for everyone to wait on the man that God has sent for them. Me, I haven't lived a perfect life. I tell people that I have stars and stripes. I was a vet. I was a vet.
Listen.
And I wanted people to learn from my experience so they wouldn't make some of the same mistakes that I made. I feel like a lot of people are not honest in the dating scene, and they don't tell you the real.
Come on.
And in my book, I gave you the real and put some whipped cream on top, the cherries. Because life happens, and I wanted people to know I did this, I'm forgiven from it, but I feel like we all overcome from hearing other people's testimony, and that was my main reason for writing that book. I wanted people to learn from my mistakes. So if you don't have it yet, get it. Thank you.
It's really good, y'all.
Thank you.
So y'all know why we're here. I definitely just wanted to do something for singles, engaged, anybody that don't have no papers.
Time out. If you don't have papers, boo-boo, you're single until proven married. And you're proven married when you get the paperwork. Boom.
Okay. So, we're just doing a little interview style. Some little questions I thought would be great for all those that are waiting, or if you're engaged, or So, first question. Is it wrong just to take a date to have a V-Day date?
I don't think it's wrong. I feel like if you're going to date, what are your intentions for dating? Because if you're just going on a date for Valentine's Day, and we all know what Valentine's Day is, it signifies you being in a relationship or you're dating somebody and you want it to go further than what it is. I feel like if you're able to handle it, then it's fine. As long as
That's good.
you know what your intentions are. Now, when I dated, I did do the random dating, and it always ended up bad for me. So I started being more intentional in my dating. Where's this going? Now, we don't have to get married next week, but what are your goals? I need to know what your goals are before we go on the Red Lobster into the Outback. Okay, we're going to dinner, and then I'm going back. I'm going back to the house. What are your goals? If you're gonna go on a date, know what your intentions are beforehand.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm here with my second guest, and I'm gonna give her a moment to introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Kimberly. I am 37 years old. I'm single, and I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years.
Okay. What's your business?
I own a salon and spa, and I also have a boutique and cosmetic line
Called
Awaken Me.
Okay. So we're gonna dive into these questions real quick. First question: is it wrong just to take a date to have a V date?
I don't think it's wrong to take a date to have a V date, but you still have to consider the fact of what Valentine's may mean to you. If it's a date of love or romantic, you gotta figure out whether you want to be with that person on that particular day.
That's good. I like that answer. Okay. How do you cope being single with V Day?
How I cope with being single. I just find time to do things that I want to do for myself. If it's just going out shopping or going on a trip or just taking time to do things that I like to do during that time when you usually are out with somebody else. So.
Let me tell you, and let me interject. Kim can teach y'all how to travel by yourself, okay?
Yes.
Period.
Nothing wrong with travel.
How did you cope with being single on V Day?
If anybody tells you that it is not uncomfortable, they're lying, because it is. And
yes.
I think because it's a commercial holiday, everyone's making a big deal out of it. So I feel like it's going to be emotional.
Yeah.
It can be. But I think that you have to have a plan in place to work your way out of it. When I was single, what helped me was doing things for other people. I got intentional. I said, okay, let me buy something for my mom. Let me get something for my aunties. Let me buy something for people that I know are in the same situation that I was in.
Mm-hmm.
And that really helped me. Now, when I got home, of course I got sad. I'm like, Lord, I'm like, okay, and nobody gave me reciprocate. Nobody bought me some Skittles. Can I get some Skittles? I like turtles. Can I get something?
Yeah.
But plan ahead.
Yes.
You know what's coming, and I feel like that will take some of the weight off of it. You doing something for other people or having a plan in place. Get with your girlfriends. If you know your girlfriends that's single and they're not going out, plan a little girls thing. You don't have to stay out all night with them because it may get a little awkward. Just spend some time with somebody else doing something for someone else.
Yeah,
I think that will help soften the blow.
Yeah, I agree. My mom always buys me a gift. And I think that was just her way of, like trying to make me not feel like I'm left out.
Right. And
then, I remember one V-Day, me and, Tasha, y'all don't know Tasha, but I know Tasha. Taylor Flavor. There you go. We planned a V-Day. We ordered pizza, wings, we watched movies. Like, that was just something, you know what I'm saying, that we did. You gotta make sure, like you said, make you a plan.
Have a plan. And it will soften the blow.
What was your best V-Day? Or if it has happened, or if it hasn't happened, what's your ideal V-Day?
I don't know. I don't think I really had a great Valentine's Day or one. I think maybe it was in my childhood.
Right. Okay.
When it's that puppy love.
Exactly. Exactly.
Where it's more, I think, sometimes more pure and thoughtful.
Right.
Sometimes, but I don't know. I think mainly my idea would be where it comes from the heart, where it's thought about the things that I like, and somebody does that for me.
Okay. Y'all take notes. Kim sing. So, what was your best V-Day?
Well,
okay, smile.
I think what was the most special for me, because I'm a single mom, I had my daughter when I was 19. Hey, Bree.
Hey, little.
But I got something for her and myself for Valentine's Day from the person I was dating at the time. And that was special because we were a package deal. So he didn't leave my daughter out. So.
Come on, package.
Yes, package deal.
Okay.
That was very special for me.
Okay. What's your best advice for a single struggling with being alone?
I think you should take the time to know yourself. When you're single, that's what you should do. Get to know yourself, learn things about yourself, so that way you can. Well, if you don't love yourself, you can't love somebody else.
Good. That.
So their singing does teach you how to do those things. I think that's the most important thing about it.
Yeah.
And all right, with being single and finding that time of being alone, find things that you like to do and do those things. Because sometimes it's a struggle when you by yourself and you lonely.
Listen.
And in those lonely moments, you gotta find things to take your mind off of that loneliness in those times of when you want to go do something that you know you ain't supposed to be doing.
Come on, because I've been there.
Yes.
My aunt told me this when I've had a lot of breakups, but it was a major breakup. I just leave it at that. It was one of the major breakups.
The major breakup.
And at the time I was just crying and crying and crying, and she said, I tell you what, she made me lay Psalm 23 across my chest because I couldn't stop crying. It was very emotional. And she said, you can quote all the scriptures you want to, but the pain is still going to be there. So it just takes time to process. And when you feel alone, get in the word. Say it even if you don't feel it. Speak his word back to you, and that will comfort you. The word says, Psalm 143, verse 3, God is near to the brokenhearted, and he bandages our wounds. So when you feel alone, get a scripture that speaks to your spirit, and it will help. And play music that speaks to you. You know what songs to play when you're trying to, You know what to play. So the same works with your spirit. You have to learn how to play things that are going to minister to your spirit. Speak things over yourself that will speak to your spirit. And again, that will help soften the blow.
Yes. Yes. And that brings me to my next question. Have you struggled as a single?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's a daily battle. So, yeah, I have struggled with being single. Like I said, I find time to do things that I want to do to get my mind off of that moment of being alone.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you ever struggle when you were single?
Did God wake me up this morning?
Yes.
Okay, then yes. Yes. The struggle was real on top of real.
On top of real.
On top of real.
Okay.
And it got so bad, y'all, like, I have been in church all of my life. I was like a church vet, and I still did what I wanted to do. It was a struggle. Even when, like, I would get out the club at like 3:30 in the morning. I wasn't supposed to be there anyway, and on the praise team at 8 o'clock. And, spraying that hair. And then when I started, I knew I was wrong, but I would be repenting while I'm driving the car on the way to his house. God, you know, listen, God, I'm so sorry, but can you forgive me in advance?
Oh,
I was so weak. That's crazy. Like, I had no respect for God. I'm like, nah, Lord, I'm on my way over here to turn up, turn out, all of that. But can you forgive me in advance? You gotta be a bold somebody.
You are a bold. Let me get you a hand out.
And he didn't take me out.
Yes.
Be real. I appreciate you.
He needed you, daughter.
Listen, but he kept me.
Yes.
He kept me. But it got bad. I would start just be riding, asking God to forgive me in advance. And then it got to the point where I would be with whomever, and when I was doing stuff I didn't have any business doing, y'all know where I'm going, I would start crying right in the middle of it. I would. Oh. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? I just can't. And that really started happening to me, but I know that was God.
Yes. And
then I would be crying. I'd be on the altar like every Sunday because I knew I was wrong. And he allowed me to keep coming. And I'm so thankful for God's grace. Because
it's real.
Yeah. I've had a whole lot of mess ups. But I'm just thankful he didn't take his hand off of me. He didn't. And I don't care what you've done. Don't ever think that it's so bad where you can't talk to God. He knows what you're doing anyway. He knows what you're going to do, all of that stuff. So don't ever feel like you can't come back to him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll add that if you do mess up, preferably you don't go all the way. But, if you do mess up, get your butt back up. Repent, pray, and keep it moving.
And I don't know if you saw the post Life in the Eyes of Beyonce put up a few days ago. Get you an accountability partner.
It will save your life.
Somebody's gonna check you. Look, now you ain't answer that phone. Now look,
It will save your life.
Right. You said y'all were going to dinner. The restaurant closed 2 hours ago, and you still not answering your phone.
Yeah.
Get you a partner.
Get you a partner. Because, listen, my partner set alarms for me and will keep calling if I did not answer the phone.
That's right.
So, you better get your accountability partner. It's real. And somebody, like I said, that is real doesn't have a problem with, that they won't bite their tongue for you. Like, you can't get somebody that's going to pacify you. You need somebody that's going to be real and say, okay, look, you told me that you wanted to do this.
That's right.
And you wanted me to help you with this, so I need you to answer the phone, change up your schedule, something. So
change your number.
Listen.
All of that.
All of that. Okay? Okay, and last question, and then you can say anything else that you would like to say to singles. Why do you choose to be single?
I choose to be single because a lot of people don't want a real relationship. They like the idea of being with somebody. Good. And I think that you should just wait on that person that you should be with. Don't mean wait and sit at home and do nothing. You got to go out and do some things. So
exactly.
Yeah. But my choice was that I want something that's real and healthy.
That's good. I like that. Do you have anything else that you want to share?
No, I think I did. I think that's it.
So we thank you for coming to Lighten the Eyes of these homes, and I greatly appreciate you taking time out of your day. Bye, y'all. So I have one more question, and then if it's anything else that you want to share with them, it's perfectly fine. But I know that you stated that you had so many breakups and, everything. And I know that you wrote a book on Wait on Him. So we know that you waited because your name changed. But before that, like, why did you choose to, like, be single and, kind of wait on him?
For me, it got to the point where I didn't want I didn't have his stamp of approval on.
That's good.
Anybody can date to be dating. There's a whole lot of women and men out here. And I just got tired. I'm tired of starting and stopping. It's not working. It got to the point I was standing at the altar one Sunday on one of my escapades, up there repenting. I was up there repenting. And this lady said, she prayed. She said, God, don't let another person come in her life that's not the one. So I was still continuing to casually date. And every person that would come on the scene, it would maybe like 2 or 3 phone calls, 2-3 weeks, and they're gone, just like that. But you have to get to the point where you make up your mind, I won't settle. You can take yourself out. At the end of the day, you got your own money, take yourself out to eat. You don't have to have a man or a woman to do those things for you. You don't. Get to the point where you're taking care of yourself.
Yes.
And I knew that I wanted a husband. I'm not the casual, just take me out, we chilling type of chick. I knew what I wanted. I wanted a husband, and I made that request known to God first. Also, once you make up your mind that you don't want to do the casual dating thing anymore, write down what you want. Write your vision, make it plain. Don't make it unreasonable now.
Come on, help the saints. Help them.
Don't make it unreasonable. If he like green, don't listen. You can't make him wear blue all the time. You gotta be flexible, sis. You have to be flexible, and just know what you want, and also allow God to adjust that as He wants to. Don't be so picky where everybody's gonna pick you over because you want too much. And also, what you're wanting, be able to bring that to the table. Bring it to the table.
Spot on.
Bring it to the table. Get specific about what you want. If you cool with just dating and it's not going anywhere, knock yourself out. But I was to the point I wasn't willing to do that anymore. And me being a single parent at the time, I wanted to set an example for my daughter. I knew that she was watching me,
right,
and I had to set an example for her. So that did it for me.
That's so good. Do you have anything else that you want to share with your not live audience one day, but your audience for now?
I would say it won't be easy. being a single person. And I also don't want you to just be in a race to get to the altar, because when you get to the altar, it's a whole nother set of problems and challenges and things that you have to deal with. And marriage, don't get me wrong, marriage is a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. It's God ordained. But the problems don't go away just because you get married. So just go with that in mind, and also know who you are. You can't be fitting for anyone else if you're not sure of who you are.
Yep.
Do everything that you want to do. You don't have to ask anybody, listen, can I go? Do you mind? You know, and that's cool. I like being submissive. That has its purpose. That's fun. You know, hey, that's fun. But hey, that's a whole other video. That's a whole other video. Praise the Lord. But just That's real talk. Okay? Real talk. But just know who you are. Know who you are. Get to do things that you want to do. Get your passport, sis. If you want to travel, go ahead and get your passport. And so you won't have to wait when the opportunity does come for you to go out of the country. If you want to go to the conference, and also don't expect that bae's gonna be just, God, I'm praying, show me what house she's in. You have to get out.
Thank you.
Get out. Take the rollers out your hair, the bedroom shoes, the little bonnet. Stop going out looking like that, first of all. He's not going to spot you out under all of that stuff. So get out and live.
Yep.
And then he'll come when you least expect it. But
when you least expect it.
Right. You have to be out there, though. Make yourself, don't be too available, but just make it known that they can't see you if you're in the house all the time.
That's good. That's so good. So I just want to thank my guest for today. She'll be back, y'all, because she has a lot more to say. But we're grateful that you came today, and yeah,
I'm here for it.
Yes,
and I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my Barbie, guys. This is my beautiful Barbie, and I'm sure you noticed with all of the set changes. She can dress. I'm trying to be like beautiful Barbie.
Set changes.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But I'm so proud of you. And I just pray that God continues to bless your ministry and all of the things that He's giving you to do.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Barbie.
So, we'll check y'all later.
Bye. See you again soon.
Yes. I hope that you enjoyed those interviews with Lakita and Kim. I had a ball. So let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see or talk about, and you can do that by like, comment, and subscribing to my channel as I live what I give and give what I live. Bye, y'all.